Yeah, 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 yeah. Yo. What is up, beautiful people? There we go. What is up, beautiful people? George Gonzalez, your realtor, and just wanted to tune in today. Definitely fell off the bandwagon on the market updates. I will be recapping that Friday. So tune in and subscribe and hit that reminder for Friday. But what we're talking about right now is I wanted to kind of touch bases on something that I actually did talk about on the live stream a few months ago. I don't know if you remember, but back in the heat of the pandemic or the heat of the lockdowns, I don't even want to describe it, but I want to say it was like September, October, and Elon Musk, the now richest man in the world, he had, you know what? It was whenever he had his son or daughter. I don't remember. And then it was like a big controversy. It was like he named his child with letters and symbols. But that's kind of besides the point, because we're going to talk about what I had mentioned, and he had said, "Hey, I don't want to own property for whatever reason." And because he's going to rent. He's only going to rent. And, I think he just wanted to, owning mansions are more liabilities. That's what it boils down to. It's more liables. You can't really rent them out. Usually they're pretty custom and they take years to sell. So in that aspect, I will say he did really well, because it took him, give or take, 6 months. And he sold most of his property. So let's hop into it. All right. So what do we have here is, that's right. He said he didn't want to own any houses, which I think is, if anything, he's probably going to diversify from owning mansions in Beverly Hills. I believe one was the actor who played Willy Wonka. One of his houses, very unique house. He's moved down to Texas. So ultimately, it probably has to do a lot to do with the taxes that are going to be changing very, very soon. There's a new wealth tax that's being proposed. Even if you leave California, as you know, his factory has left California. It's going to be in Texas. So he sold 4, 3 of them in a Bel Air cul-de-sac. Apparently it's pretty common to kind of, own, if you're rolling in the dough, a few of your own neighbors' homes. So it looks like he cashed out for combined $62 million. Not sure how well that is compared to market value, but he cashed out nonetheless. And looks like he closed before Christmas. Now, I'll say this, regardless of what taxes are coming forth, looks like he closed, in the calendar 2020 year. For most of real estate, calendar 2020 was booming, and I think, to make it plain and simple, he cashed out. He bought these homes probably 3, 4, 5 years ago. At that time, what you would think is the height of real estate, and 2020, it went from a regular year to, it just jumped. If you've been seeing the stock market and you have been paying attention to real estate, rates are super low, so money's cheap, and if you own these properties, why not cash out? So let's see here, and that's right, he did have them on there for, let's see here, he listed all of them for a combined 137 million. So it looks like he took roughly 50% of what he was asking for. Again, I'm not sure if he was over asking, which tends to be telltale sign of a first sale by owner. You romanticize the house, so you don't look at it from a numbers perspective or what. But nonetheless, he cashed out. Pretty smart, great time to sell. People looking to move before the end of the year. Looks like it's one of the houses right here. Looks like on one of the houses he grossed $375,000. Definitely going to pay capital gain tax on that. It's only been about a year. He sold another one here for 4.3. So the first one 6.7, one for 4.43, and then another one for 4. Nobody bought it for 4.3. So a little bit of appreciation, and probably wasn't going to appreciate much longer, many more years in the future. And let's see here. It looks like his fourth one was the big ticket item one. He sold that one for $21 million after paying $20 million in 2015. And of course, world's richest person, estimating his net worth $153 billion. So I don't think he needed this money. I think he was doing this to capitalize on the market, and and the tax benefits he may or may have not gotten, we can only speculate. But I think he was ultimately what triggered, which is benefiting from the market. And I think he left some money on the table, but I don't think he was necessarily worried about that. I think he, looking at the houses here, I think he was, looking to move. It was time to move for him, and of course, he's not a distressed seller or panicky seller by any means, but he definitely had motivation to move, motivated seller. So how does this affect you? Well, if you're going to be putting your house on the market to sell, or you're going to be going into the market to buy, take these things into consideration. Now, in the real world, if homes in the $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 range, probably won't. I don't think you'll have this type of reduction. I mean, 50%. But the increases in value once you're going into, multi-million-dollar homes kind of caps. So, keep that in mind, guys. That's going to do it for me, guys. I figured this is kind of an interesting thing. Well, world's richest man, and his journey selling his house on his own. Sad to see that he left a lot of money on the table. He probably even with payout of commissions, probably left 20 million, 25, maybe 30 million on the table. But time is money. Maybe he figured, cut my losses. I'm getting, a positive increase over what I paid. It is what it is. That's going to do it for me, guys. I'm going to wrap it up. Thanks again for watching, guys. And if you need someone in the real estate market, Houston market, reach out to me direct. George Gonzalez. Call me direct.